Hey
Hello, guys!
guys!
Welcome back to Project Runway Season 21, Episode 8 recap with Veejay
Yuchen
and this is part 1. And welcome to my channel. And again, part 2 is going to be
on
at
my
Yuchen's
channel.
channel. So let's start. Okay, so the beginning of this episode is, as you all know, Yuchen got
Bye bye.
eliminated.
So as everybody know, I got home last time, so I already told you guys how I feel after I got eliminated. So Veejay, so what happened after I gone?
Yeah, so we all went back to the lounge, right? And
Right,
then, like you went back there, we said our cinnamon roll, which is, they showed it on
right,
TV where we all get like roll and then hug each other, that was Ethan's idea.
right.
And we do it every time there's an eliminated designer. But then I think everything became so real when you left and it's literally just the five of us.
Right.
So as you know, Yuchen and I became really close in the show together with my roommate, which is Miss Joan. And I felt really, really sad because I felt that I don't have any friends anymore, in the competition. So I'm like, oh my God, like my roommate is gone, my BFF is gone. And I'm like, I felt that this is it. I'm alone. And whatever happens, this is just between me against all of them. So,
The
of course,
fight mood is on.
yeah. So I was really sad. But at the same time, like, you're right. It's like the fight mode is
It's
on.
on. So what's the next challenge?
So the next challenge is it's a real client challenge, and I'm actually very excited about this because
Really?
yeah,
Oh, because you have a lot of clients.
yes, not that I have a lot of clients, but this is really what I do.
Right.
So I work with a lot of different clients. My specialty and expertise is really custom order. I work with different clients. I work with young, old, thin, and
Different
curvy,
body
different
shape.
body shapes. So when I heard about this challenge and then I saw all the five clients,
Right.
I'm like, whatever who will be assigned to me, I know that I can do it.
That's good.
But it just happened that Jaden picked me first, right? So
How does that process happen?
I was the first pick. So Heidi came out and she has her button bag, which is the iconic button bag, and then all of the client they're gonna pick their designer, and then Jaden picked me first.
Oh.
So when I saw Jaden, I'm like, okay, this is good. He's very young. He's very cool. But the challenge about working with Jaden is he's a very simple client.
Right.
So when you work with simple client, it's like there's a lot of limitations because it's like he doesn't like this. The only colors that he likes is like black, green, and blue.
Right.
So in a way, there's not a lot of options to go compared to Antonio's client when she's like a bubbly woman,
Right.
or even like Belania's client where Belania's client is very model-esque.
Right.
She's tall. So yeah, in a way I'm excited about Jaden, but at the same time I'm also very nervous because it's very limited.
But here's the thing. The model chooses you, but
Yes.
it's on the stage or
It's on the stage, so they pick it. So it's like
but
there's like a button
so
bag.
it's like random.
It's very
oh,
random.
Okay, that's
yes.
good. I thought they just pick you
yes,
directly. That's
it's
not
very
good.
random. So it's
Okay,
like
that's
whatever
good.
they pick on the name, then they will see
That's
it.
good. That's
Right?
Good. Okay.
Okay, so now that you're watching it on TV versus being in the real
Right.
workroom, what do you think about the relationship of Jesus and his model?
When I first started to watch this episode, I was scared. I was like, "What? No, we have a romance because at the whole show, me had the romance with Antonio all the time. They didn't even show anything. But right now they're showing the clients with Jesus. I was like, girl, this is so funny. So tell me what happened between them. Is there the real
Yes,
chemistry?
I think there was a real chemistry.
Wow.
I remember Jesus saying that he really likes his client,
He's
and
hot.
then the client really likes him. So there's like a crush attraction happening, and I'm like, okay, I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen because Jesus is single, and I think the client is single, and developing love stories in reality shows is possible. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people who get attracted with each other during filming of the show. So I really thought that they're going to be like maybe like a couple after the show. I was really excited for both of them because it seems that they have a good connection.
So before you come into the show, are you excited to like maybe you have any romance with any contest?
Well, I mean, I wasn't really closing the doors, you know.
Okay.
I mean, there are a lot of attractive people in the show, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like, but to me, it's like my main focus there is like
Right, to win
to
it.
compete to win. So I was
Right.
like, okay, whatever. But yeah, so okay, so let's talk about Belania and her client.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about if you are Belania and you're working with a client who does not want print, who does not want colors, because you're a very colorful guy
Right,
too,
right.
right? You like colors and details and print. How are you gonna deal with it?
I mean, obviously, Bologna's clan has a lot of
Restrictions
opinions,
and
right?
opinions,
And
yes.
restrictions for sure. So I think for me, it somehow helps me to narrow down, but somehow it's really limited my creation. So I think it's just there's very thin line between if it's your creation or it's if his needs or something. So
Yeah,
I do think it either gonna be hard or gonna be easy. It's all up to their if see if there has a cross point really happening between their needs.
exactly, right? And then of course the other couple is Ethan and Rachel. So Rachel is in the category of like a curvy set,
Right,
right?
right.
And this is the first time that Ethan is going to work with a
Plus size.
with a curvy plus size model.
Right.
So actually when I saw that happen, I got a little bit scared for Ethan
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I don't know if he can pull it off because you know like we've seen him working with real clients.
Right.
I mean with thin models, but actually when I saw the final product, I mean it fit really well. Like it's
Yeah.
not really that bad. So like, what do you think was the watching it on TV? What do you think was the chemistry between Ethan and the model Rachel?
I think Richo seems like a very kind person. He's very
Yes,
go with the flow. So
open with
yeah,
ideas.
I think
Yeah,
she's a very smooth person. So
yeah,
everything goes very good with them. I think
yeah.
the vibe is really there.
Actually, that's good too. Like the
Yeah,
vibe is there.
it's very
Rachel,
important.
yeah, Rachel is the type of client where it's like, give me anything and I'll wear it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like the opposite of Belania's client
right,
and opposite of my client. You know,
right.
where they're more like they know what they want. Unlike Rachel, Rachel is like more open to different ideas.
Yeah, because here's the thing: during the competition, you have a lot of pressure. Your main focus is to really deliver something
Mhm.
you think it's good. But when you have an extra pressure on here, it's gonna be a lot of pressure. For example, when I'm doing the Western fashion,
Yeah.
it's not on TV, but actually, Lyris got a lot of opinion on the
Restrictions
clothes.
too. Yeah,
Did you see
exactly.
that?
I
You
know, but
know?
I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah,
like she tells
yeah.
things.
She
Yeah.
has a lot of opinion, but I mean it helps. But sometimes it's a lot of pressure for me.
Hmm.
So it's a lot.
Yes. Okay. And of
And
course,
can you help me to take her bag away?
which one? Now, the last but not the least, what is your reaction about the chemistry of Antonio and the model?
I like her model. I like his model the best because I think his model is just so cute, so beautiful, and her breast is beautiful.
Yeah, like very, you know, like it's actually like a good combination too because her model, I mean, because like Antonio's client is very like funky, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Very funny,
very funny.
very loud, which is kind of like similar to Antonio's
Right.
vibe. So
It's really
it's like
match.
a perfect match.
I just remembered that she was saying she's open to a husband and something so cute.
Exactly, right? And also like
Yeah.
I like when they show that she was praying. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god. So it's like she
That's so
really prayed
cute.
for Antonio to win. And then I mean Antonio won this challenge, right? So it's
Yeah,
actually good.
finally.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're going to Mood to buy the fabrics for our client. And okay, so here's one of the things that people didn't really see on TV.
What's that?
So yeah, so a lot of so they were all saying that that the sweater looks like Christmas. And I think that what makes it really Christmas is I think it's the color because it's green.
Right.
Because usually, you know, Christmas is like red, green, silver, and gold, right?
Right.
So Jaden gave me three colors: black, blue, and green.
Mhm.
Okay. And my first option actually is to get blue fabric for the
Mhm.
sweater. Okay. Because I know it's gonna be black, but I want to have like a pop of color which is blue.
Right.
but they didn't show this on TV. So we're in mood, and when I'm like looking for blue fabrics,
Mm-hmm.
I saw Jesus walking, and I saw that he bought blue fabric.
You mean the coat?
The coat is blue
Right,
and the
right.
leather is blue. And when I saw the blue, I'm like, okay, I need to
No.
change it to green.
Right.
That's why I decided to put
Mm.
Jaden in green. But if I didn't see Ethan, I mean, if I didn't see Jesus getting the blue fabric, then I would have go with blue. But it is what it is. So I changed my concept and pick a green
I think blue
color.
gonna definitely look good on him.
I know,
It's gonna be
right?
look very high
Yeah,
fashion
exactly. And
somehow.
I don't think they will say it's Christmas sweater if it's
Right.
blue.
How much is the
So
budget?
the budget I think is $500.
That's not
So
bad.
I spent all the money in the genuine leather because the entire jacket is genuine leather, and then the pants has like a leather panel in the front and in the back.
I think you really can do some really good pants, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like the pants too. So yeah, so but what about like the other fabric selection? Do you think that it's have you had an do you have an eczema?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with eczema?
No.
Okay. Is a skin condition where sometimes it flares out. It flares out meaning it's like it shows.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have it, some people don't have it. Like I personally don't have it, but I know people who have it. And sometimes it's just goes out depending on the situation. Sometimes stress. If you're stressed, it comes out.
Also, just like your skin's turning red or something.
It has spots. Like it looks like it's an
Oh.
allergy. Like it will create
Oh.
like a little bit of like patches.
Oh,
Usually,
I see. Just like for example,
yeah,
our Asian, like drinking alcohol, our face is turning red.
yeah,
Like that.
something like
I
that.
see,
Like
I
it's
see.
it's not permanent.
Allergy.
It's not permanent, but it comes out
Mm.
because allergies is something when you eat it,
Yeah.
right? But eczema, it's like it depends. Sometimes fabrics affect it.
Right.
Sometimes stress, or sometimes weather, or sometimes when you're heat, it flares. And sometimes it's on the face, on the arms, back. It's different bodies. So I'm really happy that we have this challenge because I think it's important to be knowledgeable about this certain skin condition,
Right.
and people should be aware that it's something that you cannot pass on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like because people sometimes they're scared. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Can you give that to me?
Mhm.
It's not something that you can pass on.
Right.
It's a skin condition. So I'm glad that Project Runway is including this because it's a very good part of conversation, especially for
Right.
us designers. That there are clients who have these skin condition, and as a designer, we need to be extra sensitive when working with this client.
I mean, it's always like important to import this like social issues into designs. For example,
Yes.
for me, I do domestic violence, I do mental health, I do spiritual awakening. So it's something personal,
Yeah.
but something related to the society that people can relate. So I think
Yeah.
that's a part of the fashion that we need to have this responsibilities to really talking about something.
Exactly. I think that's very important.
Right.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching. That is the part one, but part two is more exciting
Right.
because we're gonna talk, and of course, since Yuchen is new to this, he will critique each of the look. So please continue watching, and the part two is going to be at Yuchen's channel.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.